My name is Sarah. I grew up in a small town, in a small house, with big dreams. I believed love was magic. I believed if you love someone truly, they never hurt you. I was wrong. I met Daniel when I was 22. He smiled like sunlight after rain. He talked softly, listened deeply, and made me laugh when life was heavy. In those days, I thought he was everything I ever wanted. We met at the coffee shop near my college. He always came at 5 p.m. and ordered the same black coffee. One day, I forgot my wallet. He paid for my drink and said with a grin, "Next time, you can buy mine." That's how it started. From coffee to messages, from messages to long walks. From long walks to late-night calls. He told me he loved my heart. I told him I loved his soul. Everything felt perfect. I never knew that sometimes, love is the beginning of pain. Sometimes, the people we trust the most become the reason for our tears. After a year, Daniel proposed. He didn't buy a big ring, but his eyes were full of promises. He said, "I may not give you luxury, Sarah, but I will give you loyalty." I believed him. We married in a small ceremony under the open sky. My father gave me his blessings. My mother cried with joy. I thought I was stepping into a forever home. We moved into a small apartment in the city. The walls were old, but the love felt new. We painted together, cooked together, laughed together. Every night, he held my hand and said, "No matter what happens, you're my world." For a while, it was heaven. Until heaven began to fade slowly, one argument at a time. Even love can change its colors when life gets hard. It started small. He came home late. He said it was work. Then he stopped talking as much. His hugs became shorter. His eyes stopped shining when they looked at me. I asked, "Are you okay?" He smiled and said, "Just tired." But tiredness doesn't make you forget anniversaries. Tiredness doesn't make you hide your phone. One night, I saw a message flash on his screen. "Can't wait to see you again, Red Heart." My hands trembled. My heart broke into silence. I didn't say anything that night. I just sat beside him, pretending everything was normal. Inside, I was dying quietly. Sometimes silence screams louder than words. I couldn't hide it anymore. The next morning, I asked softly, "Who is she, Daniel?" He froze. Then looked away. And in that silence, I got my answer. He said nothing, but his eyes confessed everything. He whispered, "Sarah, it just happened. I didn't mean to." Tears fell down my face like rain. I said, "You meant every lie you told me." He tried to hold my hand. But I pulled away. I felt the ground move under my feet. The man I trusted the most had betrayed me. That night, I packed my clothes. He didn't stop me. He just sat there, head down, watching me walk away. When love breaks, it doesn't make noise, it shatters inside your chest. I moved back to my parents' house. My mom hugged me tightly. She said, "You are safe here." But I didn't feel safe, not from my memories. At night, I cried into my pillow. I replayed every moment, every laugh, every promise. The pain was heavy. But still, I missed him. People said, "You'll get over it." But how do you forget someone who lived inside your soul? Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. I stopped eating properly. I stopped smiling. Even breathing felt like a job. Healing takes time, and time feels cruel when your heart is broken. One day, my father came to my room. He placed a cup of tea beside me and said, "Sarah, you have a kind heart. Don't let pain destroy it. Let it shape it." His words stayed with me. That day, I got out of bed. I opened the window. Sunlight touched my face. For the first time in months, I took a deep breath. I decided to start working again. I got a job at a small school as an art teacher. Children laughed, painted, and called me Miss Sarah. Their innocent smiles healed my heart slowly. I realized life still had beauty, even after betrayal. Sometimes, broken hearts make the strongest souls. Teaching became my therapy. I drew pictures of hope and peace. Every color on the canvas reminded me I was still alive. I began journaling my pain. Writing became my silent friend. Each page I filled took away a little bit of hurt. Months later, Daniel texted me. He wrote, "I'm sorry. I regret everything." My hand shook, but I didn't reply. Because I wasn't the same Sarah anymore. I deleted his number. Not out of anger, but because I had finally learned. Letting go is also love. The day you stop chasing what broke you, peace finds you. A year later, I got invited to an art exhibition. My students' paintings were chosen for display. While watching them, I met David, a kind-eyed photographer who loved nature. He didn't rush me. He didn't try to fix me. He just listened, truly listened. 4 months, we were just friends. He respected my silence. He understood my scars. And slowly, he showed me that not every man comes to hurt, some come to heal. We began walking in the park after school. He always said, "You don't need to be perfect to be loved again." And for the first time, I believed it. The right person doesn't erase your pain, they help you grow beyond it. 2 years later, I opened my own small art studio. I named it Stronger Colors. It was a space for women to paint, talk, and heal together. On the wall, I wrote my favorite quote. Pain made me stronger, not colder. Every day, I saw women walk in with broken hearts and walk out with lighter souls. Their courage reminded me of my own journey. Daniel once came to the studio. He stood at the door and said, "You look happy, Sarah." I smiled gently and replied, "I am. And I hope you find peace too." Then I turned back to my students. My new family, my new life. The best revenge is happiness after heartbreak. Today, when I look back, I don't feel hate anymore. I feel gratitude. Because pain taught me things love never could. It taught me to value myself. It taught me that no one completes you. You complete yourself. If you're listening to my story and you're hurting, please remember, your pain will not last forever. One day, you'll wake up, and your heart will not ache like before. You'll smile again. You'll trust again. You'll live again. Because pain doesn't destroy us, it rebuilds us. I am Sarah, the woman who once broke in silence, but stood up with strength. My story isn't about loss. It's about becoming whole again. So if you're walking through fire, keep walking. Because one day, you'll look at your reflection and whisper, "I made it." And you'll know deep inside, pain made you stronger. She lost everything, yet found herself.